Hi Rumpers! I've got another fun deck to show you, and I'll see if I can take it to number one. So this deck is called the Manic Ship. So this is a token mage featuring Forward Camp. So of course, because we're playing Forward Camp, we got a lot of supports. Corsair ships, Fervor of course, a couple of strategist maps, and Mundustone, this is a card I don't usually play. I actually just added this card into the deck because I figured, this is a token deck, so we're making lots of creatures. It's a forward camp deck, so you need supports, and I also have Manic Jack in there. So if there's any deck to play Mundustone is, I figured this would be the one. So one support that's in here, which is actually kind of bad, but you kind of need it, is Elixir of the Defender. This is just in here because this deck plays Worldly Wanderer, and if you play a naked Worldly Wanderer that's not getting a buff from your 5th Legion Trainer, Divine Fervor, or Corsair ship, then he needs a 2-cost support to pull. And this is kind of the best 2-cost support that this deck can play. I was trying Elixir Potency that gives a random keyword, but wasn't working out too well, so I went back to Elixir the Defender. So there are a couple ways that you can win with this deck. One is just, classic tokens, just get a big board and just, explosive early game with Pit Lion and 5th Legion Trainer and, just go ham. The second way is by proccing your forward camps. So, this card just generates so much value and, multiple bodies on board. Absolutely huge when you can get off your forward camp. So this deck, it has 17 supports if you count the 2 Worldly Wanderers and the Shivering Apothecary. Which, yeah, it's quite a lot. I think forward camp you want at least 13 supports is my rule of thumb for a 50 card deck. So we have a pretty high support count here to try to get off our forward camps early. So this deck, it's a fast deck. So you're trying to win quickly. And then the forward camps are kind of your extra gas in the tank if you can't get off just that early win with the token strategy. So, because we're trying for a quick game, there's not much in the top end. A couple Worldly Wanderers, Vastery. Someone recently recommended this card, and it's so good in the token deck when you have Fervor or Corsair ship. She can be a real bomb. And a monastic champion. So yeah, really fun deck. And let's see how I can do with it. So I'm at number 3 right now. Is 2 earlier today, but it looks like someone passed me. So mulliganing with this deck, you do want to keep forward camps. The other supports are kind of, case by case. If you have like a nice curve already in hand, then you could keep like a Corsair ship, maybe even a Fervor. But if you have like a forward camp in hand, then maybe you're more likely to keep a Fervor, for example. But generally you want like Marked Man and Pit Lion in hand, for example. Something like that. Okay. So we're going up against a Dominion deck. Okay, so here this is a fine curve. So the Corsair ship helps proc our forward camp. The Wardcrafter is, hopefully going to help us break that first rune for the forward camp. I think I'm just going to keep this hand. I would love to have something to play on 1. But, yeah, I think this hand might just work. So I'm going to try to play my Wardcrafter on field.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
Okay. I guess seeing that Bruma, I do want to take that out, so play Wardcrafter Shadow for that reason. The Strategist map actually might help me get out my Pit Lion, so I might try to develop Strategist map next turn in order to help that Pit Lion come out. Oh wow. So now that I have that 5th Legion trainer, I mean, if I do play Strategist map, I could potentially get Pit Lion out next turn. If I draw 1, and he might break a rune. I think I'll play 5th Legion trainer and then maybe develop Corsair ship next turn. If I don't get that 1 drop to help me play out that Pit Lion.
If I fall,
Oh wow. Okay. Argonian tribal deck we're going up against here.
I bark and burn.
Nicely done.
Oh, there's that 1 drop that I wanted. Okay. So I think I still want then to develop the Pit Lion. Kind of a shame I'm going to lose that 5th Legion trainer, but there's not a lot to do about that. And I need to get this Pit Lion out, because you never know if it's going to be your last chance to play it.
You fight like a child.
I just traded that 5th Legion in because I didn't want, like, in case he does have, like, Dawnfang or something. And it's usually just better if they're able to take a trade to just do it yourself. Just limits their options a little bit. Okay. Okay. So now I've got to decide whether I want to hit the face of the Pit Lion or kill the Bruma. I'm trying to think if I can block the Blood Pact Messenger. So I can't really block the Blood Pact Messenger because the Strategist map only makes it 0-1, and they'd be able to take it out with their Thieves. So unfortunately that Blood Pact is going to get through. I could play out Forward Camp and Strategist map, or just play my Renowned Instructor with maybe a dagger to get the token. Or I could just play Corsair ship. I do have 4 supports in hand, but I haven't broken a rune yet.
I'm ready for you.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough turn. I might just play Mundus Stone. So I really need to break that rune, because I want to play out my forward camp, like, if nothing else, to get the discount on these. Man. Okay, yeah. So really want to break that rune. So
Step and strike. Good. You are getting there.
So I'm trying to think whether I play out my forward camp, because it gets a discount on my other. I think I'll just play Strategist map. Charge on my 0-1. Okay. Yeah. Oh, pit line's really, really good there. So can play Corsair ship
I feel a storm coming.
and get my lion out. So I guess I will play out another guard here, because now it is getting the Corsair ship buff. And I'm going to need space for the force support. Theoretically, I should be able to break their rune next turn.
Onward to battle.
Wow.
You must pay to pass unhindered.
Okay, Ring of Lordship on the Imperial this time. Not really sure what kind of deck they're playing.
Hand over the coin.
Okay, so now I can play out my forward camp.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Okay, Discerning Thief is really, really good because I have a Steel Dagger and all these mutations in hand.
Stay down.
And these jacks will get the Mundustone value. Do want to play my Thief
My thoughts are quicker than your eyes.
to get that on board. Okay. I don't love that it got guard, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to just trade right into it.
Careful there, friend.
They're definitely playing an interesting deck.
Meet.
Oh, my Thief.
God!
Sad that my Thief is dead. Okay, so just do I have lethal? Let's see. 11. That's 8, so 19. I would need charge on something.
The battle is yours.
Okay. Yeah, so that was a nice game. We did get the forward camps off, although they did gain some life. One thing that's sometimes kind of tricky about playing forward camp decks is that you sometimes don't want to tip too early that you're a forward camp deck, because sometimes people can protect their rune really well. Like, they'll play out their drain creatures and things early, and you know, a lot of times people don't really worry about their first rune getting broken. You know, they think, okay, you know, I get a card, and they kind of are less, you know, careful about protecting that first rune. But once they know you're a forward camp deck, then they will protect that first rune. And then also they will, you know, reserve their support removal. So, like, if you can, you know, kind of keep it on the DL that you're forward camp, so that they might play their Dishnek to, you know, ping one of your creatures, whereas if they know you're playing forward camps, you know, that Dishnek obviously is going to remove one of your supports. So always mulligan Elixir of the Defender. You do not want this card in hand. It's only there for the Worldly Wanderer. So you really want it in your deck. If you draw it, then the Worldly Wanderer doesn't have any pull. And yeah, that's not good. So I think my plan would be to lead with Bruma Profiteer in field, and basically there to protect the 5th Legion Trainer. Because if you do play 5th Legion Trainer first, like, you know, theoretically you get more value. I could play this guy out as a 4-2 on the next turn. But 5th Legion Trainer can be pretty vulnerable by itself. So now I have a choice whether to try to get that Pit Lion out next turn, in which case I do have to play the 5th Legion in Shadow, which is not really what I want to do, but I think I do want to get the Pit Lion out if I can, so for that reason I'll play the 5th Legion over here in Shadow. And then aim to put my... okay, they're just silencing it, which still lets me play my Pit Lion. So...
You won't foil my plan.
You fight like a child.
I could play 5th Legion and Broom of Profiteer, which is more efficient for the mana, and actually gets almost as much attack on board. Well, yeah, it gets 5. I guess I will hold my Pit Lion. Sometimes you want to play it
I'll whip them into shape.
Preparations have
in order, because it can get stuck in your hand if you wait too long to play Pit Lion, but I think that if anything they're going to contest the field lane because I have a lot going on here. You know, I don't think they consider this 5th Legion to be a threat anymore. They're playing a Training Grounds deck. Okay. So
I have no patience for fools.
start by attacking.
Foil my plan.
You fight like a child.
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Okay.
You fight like a child.
Okay, so they're playing Imperial. I think I will just, at this point, play this Monastic Champion over here, just to kind of split lanes. And then next turn, probably try to play Pit Lion and Manic Jack. I assume they're going to kill my 5th Legion Trainer here, and then I'll swing my Profiteer into their guard.
How can Uncle Crassus help?
Your orders. Stop right there, criminal scum!
Okay. So... Defensive Bruma could be really good, I think, for next turn.
I'll profit from your death. Oh! I have no patience for fools.
You can't defeat me.
I'll just play everything in Shadow.
Behold.
Too soon for Dawn's Wrath, so I don't need to worry about Dawn's Wrath. And even if they played like the Gatekeeper over here, then I can Defensive Bruma next turn.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
And I guess they're playing an Imperial deck, so they're probably not playing
I'll
Gatekeeper.
whip them into shape.
Soldiers, report. Your orders.
Okay, they're gaining a lot of life in this Bruma Profiteer, but what can you do? Oh, okay, so yeah, now I can't play my Pit Lion. But I'm going to play Defensive Bruma first and then Mutation just so that he doesn't get Guard on the Mutation. One short of lethal.
I'll see you dead.
Let's do the fish stick.
So yeah, I'm really hoping to draw something. I mean, if, you know, unless I can just win right now. Because can't play the Pit Lion. So they can only trade into one of my creatures right now. They might try to maybe kill Jack and then Edict or Jav the Pit Lion. Or if they just played a big guard, that would stop me as well.
I'll see you dead.
I hear you.
Don't count me out yet.
Interesting. Not sure why they didn't kill one of my creatures with more attack. Especially because Jack's going to regenerate on my turn.
Into the breach.
Let's do the fish stick.
Okay, so yeah, that was another interesting deck we just played against. First played against the deck putting Ring of Lordship on two different types of cards. Now against a Training Grounds deck. Actually, I wonder if they were a Forward Camp deck too, because they had that Signet Standard Bearer. So yeah, potentially the opponent was playing Forward Camp too. Signet Standard Bearer is a card that I don't like. I thought it would work in Forward Camp decks, but it's too expensive for a 3/2. Like, it has a really bad stat line at 3/2 for 4. I'm gonna put back Shivering Apothecary here since I don't have Forward Camp in hand. And Signet Standard Bearer, like, it also has kind of an anti-synergy with Forward Camp, because Signet Standard Bearer tends to fill up a whole lane. And then once you fill up a whole lane, if your Forward Camp does pop off, then you just miss out on having an East March in that lane. So
It's time to act.
I'm going to try to save this Makeshift Defenses for discarding with the Discerning Thief. I'm going to try to play Discerning Thief. You know, otherwise I might have played out my Makeshift Defenses this turn, but... Oh, are they an Invade? Okay, I think they're playing Invade, so... I'll start playing into the Shadow lane.
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
Yeah, so Signet Standard Bearer, that card that they were playing last game, you know, if you have a lot of supports, then it can get you a lot of tokens, but it just fills up your lanes at awkward times when you want to use Forward Camp, so I stopped playing that card.
Careful then, sir. Too slow. You can't defeat me.
And I think I'm going to reward... I mean, well, I guess they might Javelin my Discerning Thief, and they can't Blast from Oblivion the Discerning Thief. Whereas they could Blast from Oblivion
Watch yourself.
my Wardcrafter, so I'll ward one of the Wardcrafters. Still holding the Makeshift Defenses to discard with Discerning Thief. I could also discard the Elixir of the Defender with Thief, because... Yeah. I could play Defensive Bruma. Let's see. Right now... No, I want to see if I can draw something better.
Too slow.
Okay. So... I'm going to discard this.
Face me, you dog.
I'll see you dead.
And I'll give my Wardcrafter guard. They could play like a charged creature or something. Maybe I should have saved this just to discard with the Thief, but I'm probably going to use the Thief anyway next turn to hit the Oblivion Gate, so... Okay.
won't foil my plan.
Let's see. Yeah, I wish I could hit their face with the thief, but I need it to trade into that gate.
You won't foil my plan.
Too slow. Face me, you dog.
I think I'll just continue playing everything in the shadow lane. It is where all the creatures are, but yeah, I think it's better. I guess I could even bolt this so that they can't gain any life. Okay. Okay.
Hold the line.
Your orders.
So I have a choice here which card to trade into this. I think I'm going to trade in my 5th Legion just because I want to have more attack power on board.
You fight like a child. I'll see you dead.
I have no patience for fools.
I long to feast on
Interesting.
their marrow.
Okay.
I'll profit from your death.
I hear and obey.
I'll see you dead.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward having 6 attack in each lane. I wish I had 7 in either one. But it's possible I'll draw a Fervor or something. Oh, God, seeing that get ward is so painful. Okay, Shivering Apothecary saved me.
So many beautiful things for potions.
What do I get? Another freaking Elixir the Defender? You gotta be kidding me.
I hear and obey.
You can't defeat me.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do this trade. Just in case I have Dawnfang or something.
I am the emptiness at the center of your...
That has Drain, which is a big problem, but at least it didn't have Guard. Okay, that got Guard. Oh my God. 1 off lethal.
Open wide. Into the breach.
I mean, I think I've lost the game. I'll give it another turn. But they have this big gate. I don't have a way to deal with that.
You will know pain and suffering.
And I need 2 more supports to get Forward Camp, which would kind of be like my only way of coming back.
The wellspring.
Steadfast, brothers.
Yeah, it's not good enough, even if I got charge on the thief. It's not good enough.
I bow to your victory.
Oh man, really, really painful loss, being 1 point away from beating that stupid invade deck. Yeah, there was one point in that game that I could have attacked for 1, but I didn't want to break their rune. Maybe if I had attacked for 1, I would have won. Oh, Harem.black is a really, really good player. I always lose against Harem.black. Just incredibly consistent Telvanni player. Was never able to get one over on this player, so probably will lose this game.
Luck to your house.
I smell the stench
Okay.
of the living.
That's a problem because, you know, I'd like to be able to contest this with a Bruma. But I want to get that Pit Lion out. I'm just going to have to wait to get the Pit Lion. I mean, I guess I could contest that with Jack next turn, so...
There's a plan. There's always a
I
plan.
could even play Wardcraft over here next turn and then try to get the Pit Lion out the next turn.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Must I do everything myself?
You won't foil my plan. Behold, my magnificent monster.
Jack probably won't survive.
I learn quickly.
Wrong place
Yeah.
for a midnight stroll.
So I guess I might play Corsair Ship.
You won't foil my plan.
Because I don't have a lot of other options.
I feel a storm coming.
I'm really hoping I can break their rune. They have lots of ways to gain life.
I smell the stench of the living.
Okay. So I can break the rune
Profit from your death.
and play my Pit Lion.
Careful there, friend.
I don't want the camel to be able to trade into him. And if the Bearstalker does attack, I'd rather it hit me in the face, get closer to breaking my rune. Although, you know, I do have a lot of life right now. Okay. So I don't want this to trade into Wardcrafter, so... And then I could Forward Camp and Corsair Ship, or Strategist Map, Discerning Thief. If I do Forward Camp and he has a Shadowfen, he's almost certainly going to use it, whereas if I do Strategist Map and Discerning Thief, maybe he might not realize what I'm doing. Strategist Map could even contest the Bearstalker, since I have Corsair Ship on board.
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
wrong place for a midnight stroll.
You must be cleansed.
Oh, dang it. Okay, did do the Shadow Fen. Okay, Shivering Apothecaries helpful.
Too slow.
Okay, another Courser ship.
Face me, you dog!
And then I'll guard this lane so that Shadow Fen can't get me. Really hope he doesn't have another Shadow Fen. Okay, it's really, really good to see that Merchant Camel come down because it means he doesn't have what he wanted to have. Okay. So I'm trying to decide whether to... I think I'll attack first. Maybe I can play down this marked man to give myself something to discard.
Wait. Did you hear that?
Too slow.
I do have to be worried about an Ice Storm next turn. So now, do I play Courser Ship or Shivering Apothecary? I guess Courser Ship just because it's less expensive and it buffs. Well, maybe I'll keep attacking just because I don't want him to lightning bolt.
I will have your head.
My East Marches.
I feel a storm coming. Feel home, no matter what.
Okay.
Hand over the coin.
And I don't think I really need to play anything else this turn. I'm going to save the rest of my cards because I have full board, and in case there's an Ice Storm, I need to be able to replenish.
I learn quickly.
The Black Hand sees all.
Okay. So I definitely want to play my Monastic Champion, which means I think I'll play the Shivering Apothecary. It could get a buff. To one of my
Things for potions.
deal 1 damage to the opponent. Okay. So
Take them with me. Hand over the coin.
put a guard over here, I think. Because yeah, the camel can't kill any of my stuff, so I'll put the guard over here and get that champion down.
Through his ferocity.
So I did totally use up my strategist map. If I didn't have another support in hand, I might leave the strategist map just on board in case he destroys one of my other supports. And then if I did... oh, he's going to play Death Scythe. That's why he killed his own creature.
The Black Hand sees all.
The hist revives.
Okay. Yeah, I had to gain a lot of life there.
Take them with me.
So I guess I could Wardcrafter here. I might just save it for Jack. It's tough. I mean, theoretically at this point, keeping one of my creatures on board is really good, but it's just a 2-1 that I'd be saving, and I don't know if it's worth it. Let me just do Jack first to see if he gets charge. If Jack could get charged, that would be kind of ideal. Breakthrough, okay.
Hand over the coin. I'll take them with me.
And now I put Jack in the wrong lane if he has Territorial Viper, so I kind of have to ward Jack at this point, which is, you know, kind of ripe for eating a negation, but...
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
I'm hoping that he just played all his cards last turn.
Swiftly and silently. Sign me up.
By the sacred words of Veloth.
Okay. That's a really good card for him to get there. I wonder if it's going to be enough. Okay, wow, that's amazing. I never beat Harem.black. Okay, so I think I'll stop the video there for today. Still on number 3, but yeah, kind of shows you how the deck works, and I'll catch you next time.